Good morning from Odzala National Park, deep in the Congo Basin here in the Republic of the Congo. We made a beautiful drive in this morning. We slept out at the entrance gate with the eco guards last night. Super kind that they let us stay there. And at 6 o'clock this morning, we drove down this beautiful dirt track through this amazing rainforest with all these trees, and we saw lots of little monkeys, black monkeys, very black, with little white noses and long tails, but they were way up in the trees, so you're only going to get a little glimpse of them. But we've made it here to where you pay, and what's special about this place is not too far, I think probably down that trek right there, there's a place they call the Buy. And I think they have like a little building set up where you can sit in there and you can look out over like a savanna or a prairie or an opening within this beautiful rainforest and watch for animals. So our day is off to an epic start just from the drive. I really hope how magnificent these trees is coming through in the video. They're huge and there's thousands of them. So Curt's inside paying. We found out we can take a sandwich with us, so I'm gonna hop in the van, make us a sandwich. It's gonna be a good day.
All right, so we made it in, and it turns out we're likely going to be the only guests in the park today. And, well, we got pretty lucky again, guys.
Chef Tudisa.
Chef Tudisa.
Yeah.
I'm Curt. It's nice to meet you, Chef.
Nice to meet you too.
Yeah.
Nice to meet you.
What kind of, oh, he doesn't maybe speak English?
No, English, yeah.
What kind of food do you prepare here?
We're emphasizing on local food.
Local food.
Local food.
So yams.
Yams, cassava.
Cassava.
Cassava, vegetable, and we have also fish.
Fish.
Also from salted fish, dried fish, and fresh fish. And sometimes we have also worms.
Oh, worms.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
I thought we saw some when we were driving in.
Yeah.
We thought that's what it was. Worms. Are they white?
Yeah, they're white, yeah.
We saw people selling them on the road, and we were like, I think they're selling worms. Are they good?
So,
I've never had.
It's very tasteful.
Interesting.
Yeah. It's very rich in protein, and that is the kind of food we are promoting, because we are in the wide forest. We need to promote local food so that it emphasizes the ambience of the customers who are coming to visit us.
Awesome. Yeah. Very interesting. Well, thank you for that, Chef. It's nice to meet you.
Nice to.
Thank you. What is your name?
Brunette.
Brunette?
Oui.
Nice to meet you. I'm sorry, my French is not too good. It's nice to meet you.
So we have 2 products made from cassava roots.
Okay.
Yeah. The other one is tortilla made from cassava roots.
All right.
Instead of making from potatoes, because the potatoes everyone know about it, they are working on tortilla made from cassava roots.
Instead of...
And that one is a cake made from cassava roots and cocoa.
Oh,
Can we have a seat there? Can we have a seat?
Yeah, you can take a seat.
A seat, yeah, thank you. Before we came to Africa, we traveled in South America.
Okay.
And in Brazil, they use a lot of cassava, very popular cassava.
Chef t'aime
I think yesterday he was telling me
Yeah.
that in Brazil they
So
use
but
cassava.
you know, most of the people, particularly the black people, they come from Africa. So
That's why.
took
Yeah,
cassava
to yeah.
Brazil.
Ah, coffee too.
Coffee too.
Yeah,
Coffee too. And the cola nut.
Okay.
I don't think they took that, but the cola nut is from Africa too, from here, right?
Yeah.
Which they make Coca-Cola, or where they used to make Coca-Cola
yeah,
from.
cool. Yeah.
Go on with this one first.
Okay, what one is this one, chef?
The torta.
This one is tortilla,
Tortilla.
Tortilla.
cassava roots.
Look inside. He's got little air pockets.
Oh, yeah.
All right, here we go.
How is it?
Savory.
It's savory.
It's good. Yes.
Thank
It's
you.
very good.
Yuca. We call it yuca.
That's what they call it in Mexico too.
Yuca root.
All right, I have finished the savory tortilla made with the cassava, and it was delicious. Had some onion and garlic and other stuff in it. Kurt could tell you more about that. All I know is it was good. So we finished that, and now we're moving to the sweetness. So this is the cake that is made with cassava. Here we go, guys. It's like a super moist pound cake, almost brownie, white brownie. Oh, it's so good. It's really good. Kurt has to cut because I'm fixing to stuff this in my face.
Forage or what you can grow, right?
Yeah. Because we are fighting to avoid industrial product, which is killing most of the African people.
Look, it's killing us, Americans. Yes, yes.
We're going from eat local, eat natural, eat bio.
That's beautiful.
That's great.
Beautiful. Vlad brought us from the reception area where the car's parked, and he took us by the restaurant first. And the camp and the restaurants are closed for a whole month while we're here to do training. But he took us up there to meet the chef, and the chef brought out some of the new foods he's working on that he uses total local ingredients from the surrounding neighborhoods. And it was really good. Such a cool experience, huh, Kurt?
Wow, absolutely phenomenal. I mean, we got to sit down, like a 20-minute sit down with the chef talking about local, homegrown food right here from Africa.
Well, and he seems to be somewhat of a famous chef in the area. He teaches a lot of students, and he showed us where he did a TV show at Christmas time showing you how to make a Christmas feast with local food.
Yeah, super cool.
But now it's time to turn right here, because we're going to go down and see if we can wait around long enough, have enough patience to see some animals. Let's go. Time to be quiet.
You can see how this little area has been worn down by the elephants, so it makes like a little tunnel in here. Look at this. Wow.
I can't believe we're walking through the Congo Basin.
Second largest rainforest in the world. And we're looking for gorillas and elephants. And those are elephant tracks right there. See these guys? See that big footprint right there? Look at that. So the elephants have walked right through here. And you can see here on the ground, that's elephant dung. Of course, it's washed away for a long time, but that's what it is. Big pile of elephant poo.
with this cool 2-story little viewing area. Vlad walked us down and made sure we were set up and comfortable. We saw a tiny little deer in the distance right away. And there's a cool bird right now. But now it's how much patience do we have? How long can we sit here and see if the elephants or the gorillas or anything else cool comes to the opening? Tail wagging. Hi. Monkeys. 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 Lots of monkeys. Right there. Up here. He's about to jump. Hold on. Yeah, there's several. They've been jumping across. I don't know what kind he is. Maybe you can tell me.
Mangabis.
Mangabis?
Yeah.
Here he goes. He's while he's eating. 3 have already jumped across. I like monkeys.
Now gorilla, goodbye.
A couple of the deer, and some cool birds. We'll go back this afternoon. Maybe around 3. You think that's good?
Around sometime I can go to take a look up there,
Oh.
and I can.
Oh, that would be awesome. Kurt's still out there, but so that's a mangabis. He's so cute. Yeah. Yeah. I wish I had the big camera. Kurt has the big camera. That would be so good, wouldn't it? Yeah, here he goes. He's gonna make the big jump. That's great.
So we got to the bay at about 7 a.m. in the morning. So the rule with watching wildlife is always to get there early. And we went down and we met Vlad, super cool camp manager. Tell you more about him later. But we went down there to this 2-story viewing platform. And we had nice seats, got the big camera out, and right away we saw a little deer. And the little deer had the little butt wiggle, didn't he, Snow?
Yeah,
With his
yeah.
little tail flying everywhere.
His tail just never stopped moving. It was like a propeller.
It was, and his ears were always twitching, I guess trying to keep the bugs away or whatever. But anyway, we got to see him move across the field, and that was pretty cool because we were excited. And here, the things that we were really looking for were the forest elephants and the forest gorillas. Now they
The
also
lowland gorillas.
the lowland gorillas, and they also have a bongo and some other. They actually call it the forest 5. So, but our really big target was the gorillas and the elephants. And so, in any event, we dug in and we were watching. And a cool bird like a heron came by, and we were able to follow him and watch him, and we could see a couple of birds across the bay up in the trees. Now a bay is kind of a wetland marshy area, and that's what we were looking at. So in this big thick jungle where it's hard to see anything because the cover is so thick, we could see out across the bay. And what happens is these lowland gorillas come in here because they need the salts from this big bay area. So there's water, there's salt, and there's grass, and they'll come in there and they'll feed on that. So we're waiting for the gorillas to come in, and we're waiting. And while we're waiting, I became
The butterfly whisperer.
there was millions of butterflies everywhere, and at first they were landing on the camera, and you could see they have like this little long, I gotta look up the anatomy of a butterfly, but it's like this super long tongue that's just as long as their legs. And I think they were licking the salts off the camera for my fingers or whatever. And so sometimes there was like 3 or 4 butterflies landing on my camera. Well, it didn't take long until I trained them to sit on my hand, and eventually while I'm videoing, they're just landing on my head and all around us. So while we were waiting for the gorillas to show up, we made our own entertainment. And sort of the bad news of the story, if you will, is go ahead and tell them, Snow.
Well, guys, we did not get to see the gorillas. They never came to the bay for the day, and we were leaving a little bit bummed, but luckily, I'm not sure if we told you. Yeah, we did. This park is kind of closed for training for a month and for some maintenance. And for us, that turned out to be super lucky because they had brought in this really cool chef to do some training for the cooking staff here, and he was whipping up some yummy dishes and invited us to come take a taste test. So when we were done and a little bit disappointed because we didn't see the gorillas, we headed towards the kitchen to the restaurant, and they had laid out a feast. So our frowns turned upside down into smiles. So we're going to show you that cool, really authentic experience right now.
Thank you so much. Wow, this is incredible. Thank you, Chef. And thank you, ladies. Appreciate it. And sirs.
Here we made it with a saucepan.
Oh, nice.
Saucepan, eggplant, fresh fish, catfish.
Catfish.
Oh, catfish.
Yeah.
Catfish.
And this one is cassava and coconut pudding.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Cassava and coconut pudding.
Yeah.
Yep.
This one is cassava pudding with caramel
Oh,
sauce.
caramel sauce.
This one is fufu cake,
Fufu cake.
Fufu cake. Okay.
cassava flour.
So fufu is the flour,
Yeah,
right?
the
Okay.
flour,
Yep.
This one is banana ball.
Oh, I'm gonna like that one.
Banana ball. And this one is fingers, catfish.
Catfish.
Catfish fingers.
Catfish. And this one is liboke of vegetable.
Oh, that's the one for me. That's the one for me.
That's for the leaves
Merci.
of the town.
The leaves. All these are leaves products.
Okay.
That one is banana plantain, fish, catfish, and mixed vegetable.
Okay.
Eggplant, tomato, onion, green pepper, mixed together.
So see,
That one is a particular fruit we call safu.
Safu. Oh,
Safu.
yeah, okay.
Yeah, it's also the season. So this is
Wow.
our.
Look, it's raining.
oh, how cool. Yeah. Oh, is the camera? Yeah, the camera's okay. Yeah. Wow, it's pretty.
My name is Chef Ono Tudisa. I'm executive chef and a consultant. I'm specialized in Congolese and African cuisine, dealing with local product and the forest and the savanna product from the Congo Basin. That is my specialty. So my main aim here in the forest is just to train the team.
Okay.
Yeah.
And this
So
is
what's
the
the
team.
team?
These are the
your
local
name?
chefs.
What are their What are your
Can you
names?
say your names as we go around?
Moi, c'est Gilson.
We'll say your tone.
Gilson.
I'm sorry.
Gilson.
Jeez.
So,
Okay.
And boy.
Bremen.
We knew her, we met her early.
Yeah.
My name is Arlette.
Nice to meet you.
Plaisance.
Pleasant.
Nice to meet you.
My name is Lisette.
Visit.
Beautiful.
So nice to meet you all. Thank you so much
This
for
is
the hospitality.
Vlad. This is
And
Vlad.
this is the host with the most. This is Vlad.
Yeah, we're
And
gonna.
Vlad, and you are the park ranger?
No, I'm the camp manager.
Ah, the
Camp manager. Okay.
Okay.
Excellent. He's been hooking us up, so thank you very much. So nice to meet you all.
The road, and they're everywhere here. Oh, look at that. Ooh.
So it's like it's diced up,
Yeah.
and it's diced up vegetables.
Yeah, I got a vegetable one because yours has fish in it.
Bunga.
Ah, bon appetit.
Bon appetit.
That's a French word we know.
Bon appetit. That's the banana.
Banana. Mashed one. You mashed it and you make a ball. And
Make
you
a
just
ball.
Put it, yeah, put it.
The
Slow
presentation.
cooking.
The presentation is really beautiful.
So this is the ball. That's the ball.
Okay, there you go.
Yeah.
I'm gonna watch you.
I thought
You're the
camera-
professional, so I'm gonna watch how you do it. Oh, look at that. That has the fish in it, right? Legume.
Fish and vegetables. Legume.
so amazing, guys. Wow. To prepare, is this a long cook? This a long cook? Yeah.
Slow cooking, long and slow cooking.
Yeah. Anything with cassava has to be long and
Yeah.
slow, right?
If you come in Congo Brazzaville, you eat everything without eating liboke. It means you haven't visited Congo Brazzaville.
Well, I'm glad to know. I think also we have to see gorillas too. Delicious, delicious. Catfish, the main fish, or do you also do like tilapia or other local fish?
Also. This is the popular one. Normally, for Congolese fault and minding, when I ask you, let's go and eat liboke, automatically you think about that fish.
Exactly. Yeah.
Well, I never thought the highlight of the Congo jungle, coming on a wildlife expedition, looking for gorillas, looking for elephants, would be food. But Chef Honor Tudisa, and I apologize, Honor, if I'm saying your name wrong, was just absolutely incredible. And I do have to give a big thumbs up to Vlad, the park or the camp manager as well. But when we got there, they, as you guys saw, they had so much food, and the food was absolutely delicious. I had some dishes that I would put up there as some of the best dishes I've ever had. I think you probably know by now, all the food was local and or came from the jungles. And what's fascinating about that is we've driven down these roads through really West Africa, through a lot of West Africa and Congolese. We've seen and we've talked to you about a lot of things like the cassava and like, well, we saw them collecting what we thought were banana leaves, and it turns out they're leaves from another plant. Hopefully you learned about that just now. But all these different things that we didn't know, or had the big yams, all this stuff that they have that's special to here.
And the special cool peppers you liked.
The cool peppers, but mainly we learned so much about the cassava. So when we'd see stuff just sitting out drying, well, they make everything out of cassava flour, out of yam flour, or sweet potato flour, because obviously they don't have wheat here because it's too hot. And how they just cook all these delicious dishes in a way that we would have never thought. So it was so absolutely educational, and it brought all the stuff that we've seen along the side of the roads together in these. I mean, Snow, remember when we saw the grubs? I don't think we were able to get it on camera.
Yeah.
But back up the road, he told us about those. Now, we didn't eat any of the big worms, but he certainly told us about it, and a lot more. We got to meet the kitchen staff, and the chef was just a colorful, really interesting guy. And my mind is just blown away, and it brought so much of the food and the culture and what we've seen along the way with the peppers, the tomatoes, eggplants, all the foods that we've seen on the side of the road. It was just an amazing experience.
Yeah, just wow. Just wow.
So yeah, a couple things about this place specifically. It's the Odzala National Park. It's run by African Parks, and they have 4 camps up here, and each camp has I think 4, maybe 6 lodging units. So each camp will have can do 8 people or something, 4 couples, 5 couples, and they'll cook the meals and stuff like that. I think it's about $400 a night, and so they don't get many visitors. There's only 4 camps, so the most they have here, and it's widespread. But if you come and stay, you can do all the other excursions like boat rides, jungle treks, gorilla treks, all that stuff. We may have been able to talk them into arranging that for us, but they were closed. But just know, even though we didn't see the gorillas and the elephants, they are absolutely here, and this place is top shelf. So I would definitely, if you're coming through here, put it on your list and possibly even consider it as a destination.
We had a good night's rest up at the front entrance gate to Odzala National Park. So we were able to stay there for 2 nights, and it was super, super comfortable and easy and flat. No mud. It was nice, right, Kurt?
It was nice. It was easy.
Yeah, so we woke up this morning and we were a little bit undecided on whether we were going to try to go see the gorillas down there with Vlad again or not. So we drove down the road, maybe a couple of kilometers, and the rain started. And that kind of helped us make our decision, because we were kind of iffy anyway, because it's quite a bit of money, and
It's hit or miss.
yeah, you never know if you're going to see them.
And we really, really, really want to see and show you these gorillas
Yeah.
up here.
Yeah, so there's a place a little bit farther south where we believe we can see them. So we have decided we are southbound and we are headed that way. We will not get there today. But today we are taking you, as you pull out of the park, you're on something that has been declared Elephant Road. So we need to be on the lookout, driving slow. Anytime we come up to a place where there's an open field, we need to be scanning for elephants.
And I don't think we've told you guys, but we have seen big piles of elephant
Poo everywhere.
on the roads in the park and on the roads here. So we've been looking.
Yeah, so we're looking. So we haven't given up on seeing elephants through this stretch of the Congo. And on top of that, we have the fuel shortage issue to worry about. We've got quite a drive to the next fuel station, and
It just so happens to be in a city where
oh yeah,
the equator passes through.
yeah. So today we should get to, or at least almost to, we'll see how the day goes, the southern hemisphere. Let's go. First, we got to find some elephants.
It is true. We are looking for elephants and gorillas, and we're seeing a lot of elephant poo. But we're driving down the road, and through the thick jungle, Snow spotted a chimpanzee. Actually, I think there was
were
two.
Yeah.
But it is thick jungle, guys. And a little insider secret. Snow does really good with the camera on autofocus, but with manual focus, she struggles a little bit. So we swapped seats. I got some shots of the chimpanzee. You can see his face pretty good, but he's kind of tucked away and hidden, and we got to watch him for a little bit. And it was a special moment because it was a primate. It was a chimpanzee.
It's so cool.
It was really, really cool. But Snow's in the driver's seat, the elephant hunter. So let's, fingers crossed, we'll see some more cool stuff. Well, if we can put our camera on it, we'll show you.
If you like this video, be sure to subscribe to our channel and hit that notification bell so you guys know when we put out new videos. And don't forget, you can always follow us over on Instagram to see what's going on in between videos. Cheers, guys!